I just picked up another tenor mouthpiece and it came in this fancy little case. Look at that. Let's have a look in here. Wait a minute. Let's unzip this. You've got this little bag thing. You've got this cap. Oh yeah, because I forgot I've already put the mouthpiece on my tenor. This is the JX Custom and it's the LDR model. It's part of their new range of mouthpieces that they've brought out. From what I can gather, it's more like a 60s, 70s style auto link. And I don't really like auto links. So why the hell did I buy it? But I couldn't help myself. I just couldn't help it. It was one of them late night sessions. You're scrolling through things online and you stumble across a nice little website of mouthpieces and shiny stuff and you go, ooh, click. And I did that. And that's why this ended up with me in my paws. So back to this. It's a size 8. And let's have a look around the mouthpiece. So you'll notice straight away it's got this unique, nice shape to it. It's quite shiny. I like shiny stuff. Very streamlined, very sleek. It has some little grooves on the side of the mouthpiece where you can put your ligature, which is a sliding ligature, very Lawton style. That just fits perfectly on there. When you look inside, you can notice this very large chamber. I like that already. Now let's take a look more towards the facing. It has this auto link style roll over baffle. Look at them thin rails as well. That's not quite like an auto link, but the fact that they have scooped sidewalls on the inside, that's pretty much in keeping with that style and that vibe of mouthpiece. You'll also notice that the name is engraved on the top there. And they've got that little logo from the company written on the back on the little golden brass bit. An Auto-Link style mouthpiece, and me, that just sounds so weird in my head. And this head who doesn't like Auto-Links, what can go wrong? Let's give it a whirl, let's give it a try. And I'll speak to you a lot after I've tried that thing. So there you have it. That was the JX Custom. You can see the name sprawled across the top there in that little engraving. That was the LDR mouthpiece. And like I said before, it's very much that Auto-Link style of mouthpiece. So I have that Auto-Link style of thought process when it comes to this. Not my cup of tea. It's just not for me. Little secret, it's allowed to dislike things that other people like. You know, that's called freedom of choice. And my freedom of choice is to not like Auto-Link style mouthpieces. Not because I think they're ugly or anything like that. This is a really stunning looking mouthpiece. I love the look of it. It just does not feel right. The response for me as a player is not what I like when it comes to a tenor mouthpiece. Maybe if this was on baritone or alto even, it might work, but not tenor for me. I'm sure the Auto-Link lovers out there will really like this. It's very much their vibe, but for my style of playing and my tone selection, this just has a little bit too much of that resistance. The tone itself is a bit too thick. In the mid-range, it's not my vibe at all. Even though I was still able to get a bit more brightness out of it, it just felt too resistant for me. So sadly, this is not something I would choose to play again. It's not something I'm going to keep. I just spent lots of money on this and I don't want it. I didn't buy it to move it on. I bought it to try it and hopefully like it. Sadly, it didn't work out that way. You live and learn. Next. But that's part of the ups and downs of buying saxophone gear, especially when you don't get the chance to try it. So of course, if you get the chance to try something, that's always the number one method to use. But if you don't get the chance, it could be a little bit costly, as I've just found out. Because these aren't cheap. These retail around about $500. Well, $489. I was way off. But you've got to add on shipping and taxes, and that's another extra chunk that you add on to the $489, and you're getting up towards the $600-700 mark. It's not exactly small change, but I'm not going to lose sleep over it either, because I know for a fact I can probably sell this on or trade it on for something else that I might like. Who knows? Let's see how that works out. But that's just my view on it. You might like the sound of this. You might think, yes, that's what I'm looking for. But for me, no thanks. I want my Gardella style mouthpieces, and I'm very happy with the one I'm using right now. And spoiler alert, I might be doing a video on that one some point, because it's not a Gardella. It's okay not to like something, you know. It's very okay. But it's not okay to not like my video. So, you know, I'm just being selective with the liking and not liking, but whatever. You have to click on that like button. And if you want to subscribe, do that as well. That's very nice. But I've got loads of videos coming out, and you'll see me in another video, not with this though, but maybe with this one, the baritone version. This looks a bit more promising to my taste. Oh yes. Dun 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 dun